How much more potential have you to grow in Ireland? How many passengers can you bring that to 20 to 30?
20 is a big number, but I think over a point in time, if you went back 5-8 years ago, you probably would have looked at 16.4 and said, "Gosh, is that possible?" I think Ireland is one of the most open economies, not just in Europe but in the world. So I think there's plenty of opportunity to grow here. As a Corkonian, as a total aside, as someone who lives in Dublin and works in Dublin, I think if you take the government's development plan for Cork in the next 20 years, I think that's a fantastic thing, not just because I'm from that part of the country. I won't benefit because I'm not living there. But I think that's a great thing to show how Ireland can continue to develop and take some of the supersaturation that does exist in Dublin. We do have a housing issue here. We hear that when we interview Europeans to come and work in Dublin, because they're saying, "I love Dublin as a city, really want to come and work in Ryanair labs in Dublin, but I can't get accommodation." And I think we have to solve that in Dublin. One of the ways of solving that in Dublin is developing the rest of the country. As you develop the rest of the country, I'm sure at some point in time we'll be sitting here looking at Cork saying, it's got a much higher traffic number. I am speaking as a Corkonian now. It's got a much higher traffic number, but also wouldn't it be great to have some of the world's biggest businesses based in places like Cork, Limerick and Galway, and not have everything in Dublin? I'm not saying anyone's going to leave Dublin, but it would be great if we were able to do that. As I think the UK have done a very good job at developing Manchester as kind of the second hub city, and you do have some global businesses have moved from London to the Manchester region for all those same reasons. So I think over the next 10 years, if that happens, then to answer the question, yes, absolutely, we could grow to a much bigger number in Ireland, and include within that probably bigger growth in places like Cork, but ongoing growth in places like Dublin.